after this, I'm going to do a few things about how I would modify and adjust the session if you had something like high blood pressure, shoulder injury, and lower back pain. Right, so with a higher blood pressure, all that is the blood around the arteries is persistently elevated. Alright, so stuff like what we're doing before, our anaerobic work over time in the long run is going to help reduce that. Alright, so we want to do things that aren't very, very heavy lifting. We don't want to do things that's going to elevate our heart too hard, too fast, and give it too much shock to the body. Alright, that's going to have too much demand on our blood supply system to just shoot up too much. Alright, so we want to keep everything mostly anaerobic for now, aerobic system. When we do our weights, no heavy lifting, we want to keep it more so 2 to 3 to 4 reps sets, and we want to keep it in a higher rep range. The higher rep range we have with the muscles and the joints that are healthy around our body, then the blood pressure is going to start. Alright, so that's mostly with high blood pressure. You don't want to overdo things, right? You don't want to go too crazy with it. Okay? The high blood pressure, if we were doing, say, a lat pull down, I wouldn't get you to go really heavy. When it pays for you, I'd stick it about level 4 or level 5, and we work through reps nice and consistently. We make sure our breathing is key with our high blood pressure. We don't want to go to a favourite. Our blood pressure is spiked, and we're not breathing in the right fashion. Right? Breathing also helps the flow. It helps sort of drop the blood pressure in your body. It helps calm everything down. But when we have a shoulder injury, it's a little different story. We really have to adjust the way we move. Alright, so just the way to do, say, if we're having a squat. If you're doing a barbell squat, then you get into a squat position right there, but you've got a shoulder pain, whatever it might be, whether it be the anterior deltoid or the posterior deltoid. If you're in a barbell squat position, you're in quite narrow, which what most people do, we might need to move that nice and wide, right? Pull that down, just open up the shoulders a little bit more, right? There's a little bit more room to work with, so your shoulders don't feel so confined and so strained. As soon as they're in a bad position with their shoulders, we'll let you know about it. Right? So things you can do is a lot of mobility work, so bands are really good. So mobility bands to help stretch and help move the body in a way that maybe you haven't moved before. Alright, so opening up to this and having stretching also your chest and back. Although the catalyst you think might be the shoulder, it might be another area in the body. More often than not, if you've got a shoulder injury, it might be a back strain, You never know, everything is really connected, so you can stretch out your chest, stretch out your back as well. That's going to help a lot, alleviate some of that shoulder pain. Rotator cuff work, so using dumbbells like this, right, by strengthening our rotator cuff, moving in and out, moving in different kinds of motion, also going to help strengthen up our rotator cuff. So when we do exercises like the chest press, the shoulder press, any sort of tricep pressing motion at all, then they're not going to feel so strained. We're going to have them well warmed up, we're going to have blood flowing before we even begin to do any shoulder work. Okay, so mobility work, rotator cuff work is very important as well as stretching. Depending on where your shoulder injury is, if you have a shoulder injury towards the anterior side, so the front of your shoulder, you might want to try movements at a different kind of motion. So you might want to try movements, say, like a lateral raise, although they might, the way that you do it, if you shift your elbow a bit forward, then you'll start putting the pressure back on the anterior delt. So you might want to do some rear delt work. You might want to do some individual shoulder pressing, depending on where the injury is. Again, you might want to do a frontal plane motion, which is to this part of your body. You might want to try doing it in a sagittal plane motion. So sagittal cuts your body in half, pretty much, and you do motions in that manner. So although you might have trouble doing a standing shoulder press, you might want to try doing a wide shoulder press where you come out wider. So it does a bit more with the tie in the shoulder, it takes the pressure off that front delt. Alright, lower back pain is very similar. Lower back pain is very, very common as well as the shoulder pain. So a lot of the back pain comes from bad body mechanics and bad movement patterns. Alright, so your body mechanics just mean the way you move, the way you structure yourself, the way you stand. So automatically, if you're standing like this and you're leaning, or if I'm talking to you and I'm leaning like this, automatically if I put my hip shifted to one side, well that's bad spine mechanics, bad body mechanics, not movement patterns, but the way I stand. So posture becomes very important, especially when it comes to the spine. Nothing's ever too safe for the spine. Alright, so you want to keep yourself out of flexion. Alright, you want to keep an flexion is when your spine sort of hunches over like this. That's a flexion phase, alright? So things like crunches, you want to keep away from having a lower back pain. Same with the leg raises. So you can also do partial crunches. You can also do you can take out leg raises or that'd be really good. You can hold a leg raise so you don't go into that flexion phase. You can just keep steady. But that lower back pain is mostly due to bad spinal body mechanics, bad movement patterns of all. But you can also some people don't end up thinking about it all is tightness in your posterior chain. So tightness in your hamstrings, or to stretch from your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes, it might be tight all the way through. So stretching your hamstrings and stretching your glutes is a very, very important part. It might alleviate some of that pressure out of your lower back, as well as doing strengthening exercises. So stuff like glute bridge raises or glute bridge thrusts, strengthen up your butt, getting very low on a squat. If you can strengthen up that area there, it's going to alleviate some pressure towards your lower back as well. Same thing with your hamstrings. You want to engage your hamstrings quite a lot and strengthen them out quite a lot. And as well, obviously, no brainer is your core. If your lower back is compromising the movement, maybe your core isn't activated or engaged as much as what it should be. So that's where your breathing comes into check. And you tighten your core, push it down, and create what's called an internal belt around your body. Those are a few things that I could adjust, you could do to modify the session if you did have some of those problems that didn't arise.